Does napping really help you to improve your sleep and improve your performance during the day? I often get asked about napping during my talks and even my one-to-one work. And a lot of people are very confused about, should they be even taking a nap? Does it really improve your productivity? What kind of length of naps are ideal? And many more questions that I get during my work. Hi there, my name is Beatrix Schmidt from the sleepdeepmethod.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is all about providing you with practical tips and advice to overcome sleep problems and overcome insomnia as well. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button below and come back each week when I share more videos on these practicalities that you can put in place to improve your sleep. The topic of napping and questions around napping is definitely causing a stir between a lot of professionals. People are really confused about whether or not it's actually contributing to better sleep and even contributing to being more productive during the day. Now, with a lot of the sleep-related topics, there is no hard rules about what you should or shouldn't be doing. One of the things that I always focus on is really looking at your personal situation and really being self-aware about where you're at with your sleep, with your productivity. But in this video, we will look at some of those things that you can look at and will help you to decide whether or not you are needing naps, should you be napping, and how can you actually make sure that you're improving your productivity during the day. The first thing I want to cover in this topic of napping is actually really looking at, first of all, your sleep at night. Because a lot of the times when I come across professionals who do nap regularly, scenarios unfold and we get to actually understand that maybe their night's sleep is not that great quality, which is why they then need naps to be able to be really productive during the day. And this is something that I see quite often, especially for those professionals who have the flexibility to potentially take a nap during the day. And this becomes their pattern from Monday to Sunday. It's not something of a one-off. It actually becomes their way of sleeping, their way of being productive during the day. So I think the first thing is that I want you to look at is how well do you sleep at night? Because realistically, if you really sleep very well at night and you're getting enough quality and quantity hours of sleep, you shouldn't be needing a nap during the day. The only exception to the rule, and again this refers back to some of the things I say, is don't self-diagnose, is if you have a medical condition that is helped by naps. And I'm not here to diagnose you either, but I think you need to have a really honest look at what's going on in your life and really choose whether or not this napping is contributing to maybe not being able to sleep really well at night, the night after, or is it something that maybe really you need because you've got certain physical problems that is helped by napping. The second thing I want to talk about in terms of napping is the length of the nap that you might take. I have read many articles about different opinions about what a healthy nap might be and what you should be doing to promote more productivity. And during a recent talk, this topic actually came up with a group of professionals. And one of the things I said is that instead of us doing our best to be overproductive and using naps to push our productivity to a whole new level, taking a moment and really thinking about the fact that maybe you're already overproducing, and with this nap you're pushing your productivity way more and even more. And that can lead to a lot of the sort of exhaustion type problems. So I work with professionals who are very driven, which means that a lot of the daytime activities is all about optimizing everything to the point of potentially being able to optimize it. But I think for us, when you look at peak performance, it's equally important to rest. So how can you create this balance of sleeping really, really well at night, recharging your body at night with good quality sleep, waking up refreshed, then feeding and supporting your body with good nutrients, good food, good eating and drinking habits, to then lead to not needing a nap because actually your energy levels remain really consistent during the entire day. So that means you can be very productive during the day. One of the things that I noticed with some of the professionals who were thinking of taking a nap is they wanted to push through even more and not recognize that actually they're really much very productive during the entire day. And I think this is another thing that I see a lot when we're wanting to push our boundaries even further, and it doesn't become a positive thing, it becomes an actual negative thing. So take a look at the reasons why you're thinking about taking a nap. Are you taking a nap because your sleep is not good at night and you're patching it up with a couple of naps or maybe a nap during the day? Or you're actually pushing through your boundaries completely, exhausting yourself a lot during the day and needing that nap to pick up more energy for the afternoon? Let's pause here for a moment. I've already talked about two different scenarios with napping, but I want to turn it over to you. Do you use naps to help you with productivity? Do you use naps to maybe sort of patch up some of the issues you might have around sleep at night? Or do you not nap at all when you never needed them? I would really love to know what you have in place and what you think about this topic. Obviously, my personal experiences and my work doesn't have to mean that it's right for every single person. If you're completely happy with how you sleep at night and the naps are actually not causing any negative effects to your sleep, then that's perfectly fine. I've got no problems with that, of course. So use the comment box below and let me know what you think about napping, whether or not it has helped you, whether or not you think that they're not really helpful for you at all. I would really love to hear from you. Another scenario that I see within this sort of napping topic is professionals who have very significantly different sleep patterns from the Monday to the Friday, which is normally the working week, and then quite different sleeping patterns from Friday night and all through to Sunday evening. And I see this a lot where they have a very certain schedule, getting up a certain time during the week because they probably have to get to work on time, commute, so on. But at the weekend, they're completely free to do whatever they want to do. So there is this sort of misaligned behavior between those two sections of their week. So what generally tends to happen, and this is an example I see quite a lot, is on a Friday night, they might actually stay up later because finally it's Friday and they get to do all the things they want to do, perhaps meet up with friends, perhaps, I don't know, go out, enjoy something like a theater show or watching a movie or whatever that might be for you. And what happens is that they don't have to have an alarm for a Saturday morning, which means that they actually push their sleep around a little bit. And a lot of the times what happens is they still wake up around the same time as they normally do Monday to Friday, which is why they tend to need the nap on the Saturday afternoon. And if you have had this scenario, you're probably already recognizing some of those things that happened in your sequence of events. When somebody naps at the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday or both days, what they tend to do is then they push their Saturday night sleep and they push their Sunday night sleep even further, which means they don't really feel as tired that evening to get to bed at the normal time that they normally get to bed and get to sleep as well. And of course, on a Saturday night, it's probably not a problem. But on the Sunday night, when you're already preparing for the Monday morning, what tends to happen is a lot of professionals then end up not having a good quality night's sleep on the Sunday night, hitting them already with tiredness on the Monday morning, the first day of the working week. So this is a scenario that I normally try my clients to avoid. You want to keep consistency in your sleep. It can be a little bit different because of course the weekend might be a little bit more social, but do your best to become very aware of how does maybe that Saturday afternoon nap affect your entire sleep for the Saturday night and for your Sunday night as well. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about when it comes to this topic of napping is something that I see with people who often get quite frustrated about their inability to be able to get to sleep at night. But they actually perfectly fine getting a nap in the afternoon. And I see this fairly often with professionals who use naps to sort of patch their sleep up because their night sleep isn't that great. So one of the things that's quite interesting when I work with clients like that is how different their behavior is around napping and around their main sleep. So the example is that often when professionals enjoy a nap in the afternoon, they approach that nap with such a different mindset, a very good mindset, whereas they approach their night sleep with a lot of frustrations, with a lot of question marks around whether or not they can even get to sleep. So the reason I wanted to talk to you about this part is because if you do have some problems sleeping at night, you can learn a lot from your behaviors and those tiny little parts of your behaviors before napping and use those to put in place at night. For example, as you're preparing for your nap, you are probably going to be looking forward to it. So you've got a positive mindset approaching your nap. And also, a lot of the times people find a very comfortable, very quiet place, maybe use their favorite pillow or perhaps even a blanket for the nap. And if you can nap really well and you really enjoy your naps, those are some of those behaviors that will actually help you to create a similar environment for your night sleep as well. So I want you to pause and think about what are those elements you enjoy around your nap that you can incorporate into your evening so that it can improve your evening sleep as well. Some of those main ones are basically a lot around mindset. You're looking forward to your nap. You know that you're going to enjoy it. You know that you're going to wake up with a little bit more energy after that. And how can you take those elements, and approach your night's sleep the same way? As we wrap up this video, I wanted to share a resource that I put together earlier this year. And this resource is an ebook that looks at all those different ways that you can improve your energy levels during the day. Because my experience is if professionals like you who need a nap during the day, they often do it because they don't have enough energy during the day. So this ebook will help you to explore some of those other ways, practical ways you can improve your energy. So I put the link below for you and you can go ahead, download it and start using some of those practicalities to improve your energy levels during the day as well. Did you like this video? If you did and it brought you value, hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel and come back each week when I share some more practicalities around how you can improve your sleep, improve your energy levels during the day, and even overcome sleep problems or insomnia as well. And if you can think of someone who can benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. Thank you so much for watching and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next week's video.